Okay, I'm back, and guess what? I have a baby in bed, and I have 2 children watching a show so that I can make this video finally. So I do want to talk a little bit about meal planning and basically sharing a little bit about the 21-day fixed meal plan that I use for basically everything and all my meal planning and following any programs. Right now I am following the 21-day fix extreme workout program, which follows the 21-day fixed meal plan with some slight variation to it. So what's the biggest thing that holds you back from meal prepping? For me, it's knowing what to eat, what kinds of things to eat. And that's why I like this program, is because she basically gives you food lists that you can, for each food group. And of course, the containers that I don't have with me right now, they represent certain food groups. So we've got like our proteins and our carbs, veggies, fruits, etc. And so she's got a food list for each of these groups. And so what I do is I go through and I identify the types of food that I know I'm going to eat or that my kids are going to eat. And so there's a ton of things on here. I do recommend like trying at least one new thing during this program, or whenever you're meal planning, is to try at least one new thing a week. And you know, it might go over well with your family, might not, but I still say try new foods. So in this program, she has a little calculation formula here where you plug in your weight and your lifestyle, your activity, how active you are, and you just follow this formula. And then over here at the end, it'll identify how many calories that you need each day. And then you find your calorie bracket on this page and then follow it down. And this tells you how many containers, how many of each container that you're allowed. For example, if you want to lose weight or maintain it or what have you. And then one of the things that I offer in my challenge groups for those who are doing the 21-day fix is this calendar, which I've kind of tweaked to make my own. But across the top, I just mark down how many of each container I'm allowed, just for easy reference. And then for each meal, I have colors on the bottom so that I can just mark off. So if I have eggs and spinach and tomatoes for breakfast, then I mark a red, a green, and a purple. Because I have fruit on the side of that. And then I know just by glancing that breakfast, I've taken one of those containers from each of those colors. Now, in this booklet, she also, Autumn Calabrese, the creator, she also has a few recipes at the back. And what's nice about these recipes, if you're following the program, is that she identifies which containers you use. And so the main thing to remember here is that when you're following this program specifically, think whole foods and just basically taking foods and putting them together on your plate into a meal versus like a casserole. Steer away from those if you're trying to follow the 21-day fix meal plan. Yes, you can go to Pinterest and find recipes that say 21-day fix approved, and that's great and all, but I still say stick to the plan. It's only 3 weeks. You can do this and go from there. But she also has Fixate, which is her new cookbook, which follows the program, of course. And within here, okay, real quick, Isaiah, he marked all the recipes that he likes. And as you can tell, he put sticky notes there. And there's a lot that he likes. So, chicken parmesan recipe, and then again she identifies which containers you'll use for each serving, so that's super nice. So this program has basically allowed me to know the kinds of food that I should be eating from all the food groups, and then of course the portions, and that's where the containers come in. And like I said, they're upstairs, didn't grab them, but containers, you've seen them. So I have my eggs. I know that 2 eggs is 1 red container. And then my spinach, I throw out my red container, or sorry, my green container. I dump it on my eggs, and then I add some tomatoes in there and just fill up my vegetable container, dump it on my eggs, and I'm good. With fruit, I cut up my banana or add my grapes or whatever it is into my purple container and dump it on my plate. So it's super easy. I know some people can be intimidated by this program, the containers, the booklet, whatever. Just identify how many of each that you're allowed each day, depending on your goals, and then create meals based on those lists of the foods that you've chosen for your list. And, excuse me, and plug them in and mark them off. And then you can glance down here. Okay, if I've used 2 purples, I only need 1 more for the day, so I can have that as a snack for the afternoon. So I have used this just over the course of the last 16 months or whatever, or maybe it's only been a year, 16 months coaching, whatever. A year since I've got the 21 Day Fix Extreme program and followed this meal plan. And I actually use it for about every program that I follow, fitness program. So I might be doing P90X3 or Master's Hammer and Chisel. I still have been following the 21 Day Fix meal plan. I just like how it's universal and it applies and works for anything you're doing as far as fitness goes. So if you're not following a 21 Day Fix meal plan, I just recommend identifying foods from each food group that you do enjoy and then taking those and creating meals out of them. Steer away from like canned soups and things. I just feel like the sodium in there is outrageous, and casseroles are great for families, yes. My boys have just become used to the fact that I take a protein or a meat and I put a vegetable with it, and then some kind of carb or starch, usually in the evening. So rice, noodles, or potatoes. And so we've kind of just stuck with that for now, and it's worked for us. And yeah, there's some meals that they don't enjoy, but I still have them try new things, and it's a work in progress, but it's working for us. So if you've ever considered the 21 Day Fix meal plan, I highly recommend it. Just as a basis for getting in shape, losing weight, whatever your goals are, but also as like a foundation for meal prepping for your family. So anyways, thanks for being with me and watching, and we will talk to you guys soon.